Goma and konnichiwa. Plus, you have a sale. Dumb tripod. Will here, it's the POLIT'AI CHI doing the brief intros so you know the video highlights coming up. Plus throwing in my 2 cents and my Magneto hand gesture. Hopefully it's worth a quarter for you. Talking realistically about what's going on down there in Tijuana with the caravan. I mean, there's plenty of hashtags to it and YouTube tags and whatnot. But for real, it's a terrible situation. And so we're gonna get it from, for lack of a better colloquialism, from the horse's mouth. So we got sources taken from Tucker, courtesy to Fox News. Guy in the know. This silly ass ultimatum, but beforehand you'll see the part about, you know, breaking into houses and what's not. And it's like you could blame both political parties for this particular issue. Let's just get it fixed. I think we all agree on that. So you see the tagline here. I'll let you be the judge. I'm not going to chime in per se as a centrist. But the talking points seem to back this assertion in a statement. Or if you prefer, if you will, statements within an assertion. You can go either way sometimes with this. The concept is reciprocal. And so, greatest baton ever, by the way. Who knew? Plasticized rubber molding off of prefab shelving. Greatest ever. You'll hear for yourself. And then, all right, so you see her title here, Bishop, United Methodist Church. You've seen those commercials. They're pretty inclusive for all walks of life. Do I really need to go there in terms of maybe not necessarily a literal interpretation of, you know, Bible orthodoxy? But he kind of, I wouldn't say call her out. He's respectful about it. This is why Tucker is the best centrist on Fox News. As a centrist, I am willing, nay, even I am inclined, I must call out both sides. But he asks the tough questions and he delves into things and has the most interesting guests on. You don't see the same old panels going on with Tucker Carlson tonight, which is why I suggest to you all, you might want to watch. If you can't get it from work, at home rather, from working time, DVR. I'm sorry, Hannity and Ingraham Engel and all the rest. He would be number 1 on my list to suggest to you 2, DVR. And then we got some other stuff coming up after that. In the interest of keeping this intro short and sweet, I will leave it at that. Thanks for watching. No silly DUIs while you're out there. Roll.
Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson Tonight. Here's a funny thing that we noticed the other day. People debate all the time about mass immigration. What you never hear anybody do is make the economic case for mass immigration. And here's why. Our country's economy is becoming more automated and tech-centered by the day. It's obvious that we need more scientists and skilled engineers. That's not what we're getting. Instead, we're getting waves of people with high school educations or less. Nice people, no one doubts that, but as an economic matter, this is insane. It's indefensible, so nobody even tries to defend it. Instead, our leaders demand that you shut up and accept this. We have a moral obligation to admit the world's poor, they tell us, even if it makes our own country poorer and dirtier and more divided. Immigration is a form of atonement. Previous leaders of our country committed sins. We must pay for those sins by welcoming an endless chain of migrant caravans. That's the argument they make. If it sounds like something that some dopey sociology professor at Long Beach State thought up half drunk in the 70s, you're right. That's pretty much exactly what it is. And yet somehow the immigration as atonement idea has become the official position of virtually every guilty liberal in the United States. Our tech overlords, the ones always lecturing you, corporate America, Nancy Pelosi, and Paul Ryan. They all believe this, and anyone who disagrees with them is denounced as a bigot and fired. What's so amusing, though, is that nobody ever bothered to explain any of these rules to the people of Tijuana. Tijuana is in Mexico, which means they're Mexican citizens. And by academic definitions popular in this country, they must be oppressed. Nobody in the American left ever imagined that the people of Tijuana would display the classic symptoms of white privilege. And yet, when a caravan of Honduran immigrants showed up in their city uninvited, that's exactly what they did.
You know of incidences here in Tijuana and in other cities that some of these people that are coming into with these caravans are committing crimes. This is not about racism. We don't dislike a certain group of people because they're from a country, one country or another. We are here because our government has not taken control of these, what we call invasion.
The country has to be beware of these people because they are people, they are bad people.
Well, it sounds like a Trump rally. When did Mexican citizens start talking like this? It's confusing, and of course it's also deeply hilarious and pretty satisfying to watch. What's more predictable is how leaders of the caravan are starting to talk. Suddenly they sound like community college professors from Long Beach.
Still people that are suffering.
Cut off from reality and highly
They made the dumb decision to go there, but
yesterday, a group of leaders of the
there are
caravan
certain
marched
realities.
into the U.S. consulate
I wouldn't say
in Mexico
satisfying
and demanded
to watch.
$50,000 in exchange for returning to their own countries. Huddled masses yearning to breathe free? Nope. Cynical shakedown artists who've been watching too much CNN. No surprise there. When rich liberals tell you that America owes you a comfortable life, nobody should be shocked when you believe them. Well, Genaro Lopez is a municipal official from Tijuana, an elected official. He's not a bigot. He's not suffering from white privilege or toxic masculinity. He's just a citizen who's upset about what is happening to the city he loves. He joins us from just across the border in Tijuana. Mr. Lopez, thank you for joining us. We in the United States were told that the migrant caravan would make our country better, would improve America. Has the migrant caravan made Tijuana better? What has been the effect of having the caravan in your city?
Hi, Tucker. Good afternoon from Tijuana. Things aren't getting better. They're probably getting worse. Last weekend, we issued an ultimatum to all the Hondurans and Guatemalans that are camping out here on the street. They're blocking the street and they're doing all their necessities, trashing the street. And we have a school closed here. This is the third week being closed, and they won't open until these guys leave. And we issued an ultimatum for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They have to go. Sunday, they will be removed by force. And a priest came here. He's very well known, Padre Solalinde, and he talked with them and said they shouldn't go, that they should stay, that he would talk to the federal authorities. So Sunday,
here, therein lies the segue to the religious
from Mexico City. He issued an order to stop and don't remove them by force. So they're still here. Problems are still going on. There's been like 280 arrests. Before it was only for drug possession and being drunk in the streets. Now it's for breaking and entering into homes. People have even made citizens arrest of them. And things aren't very nice here, and the neighborhood is tired of them, the merchants, and the schools.
So you've had home break-ins. Are you certain that it was migrant caravan members who broke into those homes?
Yeah, there's a video on Facebook, and in the video he says his name, and he says he's from Honduras.
How are the police handling
this? Well, police are on 24-hour alert on this, and they're worried about this because we don't want crime rate to go up here in Mexico. We are a very tourist town, and we live off tourism, and Christmas season is one of our best times for tourism here and for sales. And things aren't very good right now. Also, we don't want these migrants to make the U.S. nervous, and they had 2 marches this Sunday from the new shelter. They made a march to the U.S. consulate.
I'm a little late.
And they
filming this on Monday.
One was directed directly
this was taken on Friday.
President Donald Trump, and they were demanding that if they didn't give him, they didn't get political asylum from the U.S.
Cool in retrospect.
He should pay them $50,000
just an excuse for me to be like kind of behind and lazy.
And also they were demanding that he should extradite President Juan Orlando Hernandez from Honduras to the United States, and he should remove 13 big military bases and big businesses from the United States that are in Honduras, and they're accusing them of depleting the Honduran economy.
So they're demanding money or they won't leave. That sounds like an extortion attempt.
Yeah.